Welcome back to my channel, everybody. And all of you on Twitter are driving me absolutely crazy right now. Stop it. So my favorite beer is trending, which would be Modelo. I love Modelo. A good cold Modelo with a lime. It's good stuff, let me tell you. But why is it trending on Twitter? Well, not for the usual Bud Light reasons, but because a bunch of you can't use Google and figure out who owns Modelo. For some reason, a bunch of you think that it's owned by AB InBev because they own Grupo Modelo overseas. But in the United States, because of antitrust laws or monopoly laws, they aren't allowed to own it. So who owns it? Constellation Brands. Constellation Brands completes acquisition of Grupo Modelo's U.S. beer business. So if you are buying Modelo in the United States, it is not going into the pockets of AB. So if you're boycotting AB, you can still drink Modelo. Now, here's another thing that's really bothering me. And by the way, this happened back in, how long has it been? 2013. Okay, so it would take a 2-second Google search for you pinheads to figure it out. Now, there are some, and I'm not calling you, my dear listeners, pinheads. I'm calling these other people pinheads like Tim Pool, who really should know better before he goes out and tweets something with a huge following that he has, misleading people to believe that that Modelo is owned by AB InBev. Don't punish companies who haven't done anything to deserve it. Okay, Modelo has overtaken Bud Light as the #1 beer for the first time ever, and they have a right to be celebrating right now. And in order to celebrate, you all should go out and buy yourself a case of Modelo, because you're not going to be in the United States anyway. You will not be supporting AB InBev. Now, if you happen to be outside of the United States, then yes, you would be supporting AB InBev. So it's up to you whether you want to do that or not. But let me just say, let's not go crazy. Now, here's what I was met with when I said, okay, Community Notes needs to get in on this and correct this misinformation because it's really fake news that you're spreading about Modelo. And a bunch of people are like, yeah, well, they still have DEI offices, diversity, equity, and inclusion offices at their company. Well, yeah, every company has those. Have you not noticed? Every single company. But here's where I stand on it. I hope one day that those offices are, have tumbleweed just rolling through, because that's all that's there anymore. But until then, as long as they don't use those offices to shove their worldview down my throat on television through advertising and magazines or whatever, or Instagram, and until they start, if they don't do any of that, then I don't care. I mean, I care. I don't think they should have DEI offices. I think it's an infringement on people's constitutional rights who work there. But I don't work there, so I don't need to worry about it. So here's the problem, though. Let's not go so crazy that you start targeting other companies that haven't done anything yet, because you need to reward the companies that are behaving properly and punish the ones who aren't. There's plenty of companies out there right now who need punishing. There's Target, there's Kohl's, there's what was the other one? Oh, Michael's Crafts and Gifts with their ridiculous pride displays. But Constellation hasn't done anything to anybody so far. So in the US they have Corona and Modelo, and some other brands, but those are the main ones. And their advertising has been really some of the best advertising for beer that I've seen. I mean, who doesn't love that Corona Christmas commercial with the palm tree that lights up? I mean, that's a classic. As long as they're doing that kind of stuff that appeals to everyone and isn't taking any sides, then I don't see why you would punish a company just for having a DEI office. Now, we need to convince these companies that having a DEI office is actually not beneficial to them, because it increases the chances that they will do something to piss off their customer base. But let's not go crazy. Go pick up a Modelo. They're tasty, delicious. I'm Megan Fox. Like and subscribe. Do it now.